It's time! It's time! It's JFW time! Alright guys, it's that time you guys step the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Trasty.
And I'm Daly.
Guys, Superfan Steve cannot be here today as we dive into the independent part of professional wrestling. So
but it's okay because I saved the day.
So Daly begged me to have her on the show, and I was like, yeah, sure, quit bitching about it. So
Quit lying, I was already here.
Yeah, you were already here. You're totally already here. Daly is stepping in for Steve as we go over the match card for S3.E48 Wrestletopia. That is September 25th. Is today the 4th?
Today's the 24th.
Oh my god, I need to go to bed.
What day is it?
I know, right? Saturday, September 25th at the Shaban Civic Center. We're going to go over the match card for that. We're also going to talk about a couple other shows that are kind of booked between now and November. Before we get into any of that, I do want to mention a particular show that is kind of important to know about, and that is a benefit show for an independent wrestler who recently passed away. If you guys don't know, Austin Fury passed away. I can't remember. It was a couple weeks ago, a week ago, or something like that. I've only seen him wrestle a couple of times. Dale, you've probably seen him wrestle more than I have. Maybe even had an opportunity to meet the guy. I haven't. I think when I first came around and I first saw him wrestle, he ended up having like that car accident shortly thereafter. But anything you want to say about Austin? What kind of wrestler he was, as far as like his in-ring abilities, or anything about the guy in general?
His heart was in it 100%, and he loved wrestling, and you could tell that just from being around him. Just like the energy around him. Yeah. He was a great guy, a great worker, and he wrestled for S3.E48 a couple times. Unfortunately, with the accident, he was not able to come around anymore. But, if you would like to go and support the family and help in any way you can, make it out to that benefit show.
Yeah. So the show is also Saturday, September 25th. It is a 1 o'clock bell time. It's going to be, I'm just going to give you guys the address here real quick. It doesn't seem like, I'm sorry. No, there's no name of the actual venue. But it's 604 Orchard Street, Southeast DeMott, Indiana. Bring a lawn chair. Looks like it's going to be an outdoor event. Bring a lawn chair so you can sit on it. Like I said, bell time's at 1 o'clock. I know some of the independent wrestlers like Rick Raid is going to be part of it. There isn't really a match card setup that I could give you guys, but if you go on Facebook, look up the Austin Fury Memorial Show. You can see all the information from there as well. A lot of cool sponsors and a lot of supportive people are putting the show together for the family. All the proceeds from the show is going to the family as well. I know, I think he tagged with Cage at one point too, correct?
Yeah, he was a part of Bulletproof for a brief moment of time.
Yeah, so make sure you check out that show. Like I said, it's an amazing show. And plus, DeMott, Indiana is just 1 hour away from Shabance, where the S3.E48 Wrestletopia will be, so you can make the entire day a wrestling day. So it's a win-win for both people. You get to go see an awesome S3.E48 wrestling show in the evening, and also go out and support an amazing family who's going through a difficult time in the afternoon. So again, it's at 604 Orchard Street, Southeast DeMott, Indiana. Please park at the Grace Fellowship Church. Bring your lawn chair. Have some fun. Support them. Do everything you can to make this event something special. A couple other shows that are coming up before we dive into the S3.E48 Wrestletopia. ARW is still running through their tournament to crown a new ARW Heavyweight Champion. I haven't heard too much about the tag team titles, the Northern Indiana, or the Indiana State Champion, Women's Champion, but they have talked a lot about the ARW Heavyweight title picture. They just had their next rounds not too long ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago at their last show. James Creed, JPH, Ivan Manson, Max Holiday are all the final 4 of the tournament. It looks like the next show, which I'm not sure if there's a date set for it. See if I can look that up real quick. October 9th. So October 9th, ARW returns to the American Legion Post 100 in Lake Station, Indiana for ARW Harvest Moon. I believe that's the name of the show. The ARW Heavyweight Title Tournament continues as the semifinals take place to see who will challenge next month for the vacant ARW Heavyweight Championship. Currently, it looks like it's going to be James Creed taking on JPH, Ivan Manson taking on Max Holiday, which is really interesting when you sit there and look at the past history between SCW and ARW. Mm-hmm. It looks like
it will be an ARW star versus an SCW star. Right?
So and it's kind of crazy to think that, like, you know, obviously JPH and James Creed, they have a friendship. They're part of the Death Ride together back in the day. Maybe not so much like, you know, Death Riding together lately. We did see them tag together last month for Team Sentinel for a brief period, and that headache of a finish that everyone had to sort through to kind of finally figure out what was going on. It was like a puzzle. Got it. Jeez, it was mind blowing. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they go up against each other. Max Holiday, Ivan Manson. I don't think there's any love lost between the two guys. Both big dudes, both fucking brawlers going on there, and somebody here is going to be ARW champion in November. 4 great competitors. I guess we go one by one on them real quick. Talk to me about Ivan Manson. How important is it for Ivan Manson to become ARW heavyweight champion? I think this would be the 2-time ARW heavyweight champion.
Yeah, I know he's been ARW champion in the past.
Yeah.
Was he champion when the whole thing with COVID happened? Who was champion back then? I can't remember.
It was oh my god, I want to say his name was the Machine.
Oh, Machine. Yes, but he ended up retiring.
Yes.
So it would have been vacated anyways. Yeah. But this was a cool way to kind of crown a new champion.
Absolutely.
Instead of just throwing a match together.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like, all 4 guys in here have something to prove and has something to shoot for. Like, I mean, there's been speculation. There's been even talk on a previous SCW roundtable here on JFW where Ivan said that his career is coming to a close.
I mean, if you think about it, it kind of is like a veteran versus someone that is the future.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And, I mean, why not try to find a way to go out on top in Ivan Manson?
Absolutely.
We see it happen with Trish Stratus winning the title in her final match. I mean, I'm not saying that this is Ivan's final match. Obviously, Ivan will be at the SCW Wrestletopia on the 25th of September, but this is October 9th, obviously. So, winning the title in November, I don't think that's going to be his swan song in a way, but it's going to be a nice way to kind of finish off his career as ARW heavyweight champion.
And, you know, with Manson having the family in his corner at all times, he's going to be a hard person to beat.
100%.
As always.
100%. Max Holiday, I can see him like really pushing to. You know what's funny too is because if Holiday lost his previous match against Andrews, we would see family take on each other.
Yeah.
But Holiday, I think, obviously has something to prove as well because being former SCW heavyweight champion, losing to the guy that's on the opposite side of the bracket is kind of a way to kind of get him back into the title picture. Not so much SCW, but in ARW as well. But I think a title is a title at that point. So I think he does have something to prove as well.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to see him back. It's been a while since I've seen him wrestle.
Well, he hasn't been in SCW since he lost the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be cool to see him. JPH, obviously current SCW heavyweight champion. I don't think it'd be too bad for him to be a dual champion.
And JPH being SCW heavyweight champion, I feel like he has something even more to prove.
Yeah, and there's a momentum. Because, I mean, this dude started out at SCW in a tag team with RK Savage. Never had an opportunity to actually hold those tag titles. But you know what? He went to ARW. He became Indiana State champion for a brief period. He fought for the Genesis Championship, never really succeeded with it. But, you know, he had an opportunity with Holiday and a lot of back and forth, end up with him becoming champion. And you want that momentum to go. I mean, he's practicing every day. You see videos from him at the SCW training facility, doing his best to,
always constantly making progress.
100%. So for him to be champion, I mean, like, you could basically call him like Midwest champion at that point, being both SCW champion of Illinois and obviously ARW champion of Indiana. James Creed, I think of everyone, obviously the greener of the 4.
And the underdog.
Yeah, he was former ARW tag team champion with Max Blaylock. Holy shit, I almost forgot about his name. Former tag team champions with Blaylock and everything. Obviously, that tag team is no more. Title got vacated. He's going on a single run. We're going to see him face Andrews for the Genesis title on Saturday. But you know what? If he could beat Andrews on Saturday, become Genesis title, and also, you know, if he goes on to win the heavyweight title, I mean, like, that's something to really...
So I wonder what they would do if, like, the match would end in no contest.
Which one? All of them?
Creed and JPH.
Creed and JPH? Yeah, I gotta go. Tie goes to the winner, right? Right. I don't know. Maybe an interesting thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a triple threat match or something like that. But I think ARW is going to focus on there has to be a winner no matter what.
Yeah.
So predict it. Who's the final two out of these four?
Dang. I don't know, man.
It's hard.
I would have to say JPH versus Ivan Manson.
See, I was thinking that too. I was thinking as much as I would love to see JPH and how they go one-on-one, obviously
but we've seen it.
But that's the thing. I mean, JPH won his SCW title from Max Holiday. Also, Max, happy belated birthday. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully this weekend is great for you. Can't wait to see the former 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, longest reigning SCW champion, wrestle again at Wrestletopia. Which, you know, ironically, all four of these guys, all in matches at Wrestletopia. Mm-hmm. Sharing a locker room, knowing that they're standing in each other's way. But I would love to see a JPH Holiday match, and if Holiday goes over, I think it kind of gives him like that little bit of stroke he may have lost to JPH. But I do think JPH versus Ivan is going to happen. Obviously, you said it earlier, the Manson, you know, you got the family in Manson's corner. I think it's going to be a big distraction to Holiday. So, again, that show is going to be on October 9th. I believe it's called Harvest Moon. So, make sure you guys check that out again. It's at the Lake Station, Indiana, Legion Post 100. Oh, Phoenix Pro Wrestling returns to Holman, Wisconsin in November 6th for Rising Spirits. No match card officially of yet, but obviously once we get it, we will share it with you guys. I gotta make it up there. I know I keep saying it. I know it never keeps happening, but I know it's going to happen. It is a collaboration show between Phoenix Pro Wrestling, New Age Wrestling. Again, Rising Spirit, the Holman American Legion Post 284, Holman, Wisconsin, November 6th. Make sure you stay posted with us, or go to their Phoenix Pro Wrestling page on Facebook, follow them for information, or just listen to it. Listen to the podcast.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Warrior Wrestling out of Chicago Heights will be having a show Saturday, October 16th is the Sweet 16. Not a lot of matches booked, but a few of the matches are former WWE wrestler Murphy, now known as Buddy Matthews, will be taking on Chandler Hopkins. I think if there's any other ones, looks like Roxy will be in attendance of that show. There'll also be a match between former Impact Wrestling star Alex Shelley. He'll be taking on Casey Navarro. And we're also going to see Trey Miguel taking on Jonathan Gresham. Why does Trey Miguel look like Ricochet?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit.
Trey Miguel will be taking on Jonathan Gresham. And that's all I got for that one as far as right now. But obviously we'll keep you currently updated on any more matches that are added to it. But again, Warrior Wrestling Sweet 16, Saturday, October 16th, 700 Ashland Avenue in Chicago Heights. Tickets are available at www.warriorwrestling.net. If you can't make it out to Warrior Wrestling, then there is a alternative option on October 16th. It is Northern Light Wrestling's show, Sweet Scream 5. I think this is actually the first show of Northern Lights since the pandemic.
Is it?
I think it is, yeah. I've been out to a couple of the shows. It's a nice area. It's out in Godley, Illinois. If you guys don't know where that's at, Google it. I don't know. If you ever been to where Jesus left his shoes, it's a little beyond that. If you ever heard someone use the term bumfuck Egypt, that's closer than Godly. But you know what? It's worth the drive. It's worth the trip.
I thought that's what they said about Shabans.
Same thing. different side of the highway. But it's an awesome venue. It's a nice place to kind of relax. I know they serve alcohol sometimes, so that's a big bonus. But looks like Rough Crossing is going to be part of this show. I don't have a match card for that, but obviously I will share one with you as we go forward. But it is Saturday, October 16th. Looks like I got Mojo McQueen, EJ Jensen, The Wanderer, Shane Foster, Matt Dewar. So a lot of people already announced, but obviously match cards, if they're available, I will share with you guys. And again, October 16th, make sure you check it out. DWA is finally returning after a long hiatus due to the pandemic. Once again, a lot of fucking wrestling coming back at the end of this year. Love it. DWA will be at the Compass Arena on November 13th, 2021. The Compass Arena is up in Willowbrook, Illinois. DWA, I'm not sure, is really known for sharing match cards. I do know they kind of announce wrestlers are going to be there, but not so much giving out match cards. But whatever information we can get from them, we will share with you as time goes on. This one isn't until November, so obviously you got time to get your information together. But Willowbrook, Illinois, Compass Arena, November 13th. I think that's all I really got for that right now. And then, obviously, on October 23rd, S3.E48 will be returning to Steam Hollow Brewing in Manteno, Illinois for Rock and Wrestling Explosion. Shock the system. Electrifying hard rock hits. Mixes with S3.E48 Wrestling. Again, it's a conjoined show, rock and music and everything. It's a phenomenal thing. If you guys didn't get a chance to see the previous show there, make sure you get a chance to check this one out. It is Saturday, October 23rd at 7 p.m. Match card is pending because obviously you got to see what happens at Wrestletopia before you get to shock the system. S3.E48 Pro Wrestling, Rock and Wrestling Explosion.
So many words.
So many words. So many words. Well, I do believe Shock the System is the name of the band. And then obviously
it's also copyrighted from the Undisputed Era. But
who
whatever, we'll not get into that.
Who the fuck cares? But,
I care.
No one cares. So yeah, match card for that will be up as soon as we know what the results are from S3.E48 Wrestletopia. So keep up in that. If you're not following S3.E48 on Facebook, make sure you go ahead, Southland Championship Wrestling, like their page. Keep updated on all their events and everything. Okay, is the show over? Are we done? I talked too much.
I mean, if you wanted to.
Now we're good. Now we're good. You want to do a plug? You want to do a plug? Talk about the t-shirt.
How about you do a plug like me?
I have been talking forever. No one wants to hear me right now. They want to hear you. Do it. Just talk about the t-shirts. Talk about our merch. You know that one. You know merch. Talk about the merch.
Talk about the merch.
Talk about the merch. Sell the merch. Seriously, sell the merch. I talk.
All right. Guys, if you want to support JFW, we have a bunch of t-shirts available. Not just t-shirts, but hoodies, notebooks, tapestries, stuff like that.
Coffee mugs, traveler mugs,
a bunch of shit.
Pins, magnets,
all kinds of stuff.
Stickers.
Do you want to take over?
Baby onesies. Well, you're not doing it.
I couldn't name everything. You want me to make a list?
Yes, name it all.
Couldn't they just go to the website and look it up?
Ironically, hey, little behind the scenes here, folks. We just recorded an episode literally a half hour ago where I plugged everything we sell on it. She didn't listen.
I do listen, but it was a long list of things to remember, okay?
I know, because there's so much to offer. All they gotta do is pick out one of our amazing designs and then choose what they want on there. They could have an Extreme Outcast Dally coffee mug, or a Traveler's mug, or some wall art, or a t-shirt. It's getting to fall. Who wouldn't want a hoodie? Both pullover and zip up. Pullover or zip up? Where are you at?
I like both. It depends on how cold it is.
Zip up. I like zip up. Every time I wear a fucking pullover hoodie, it feels like I'm getting birthed again.
Like, loose ones are fine, but like I like zip ups.
Yeah. You gotta stop looking at my chest every time you talk about shirt.
I'm looking at your shirt. It says F your booking.
Eyes up here, buddy. God damn.
Oh my God.
I'm more of a zip-up guy, and the one thing I do love about our hoodies is that, I guess, correct. The one thing I wish I could change about the hoodies is the logo for the zip-ups is on the back. I would love for it to be on the front.
Like a little one on the side?
No, like straight in the middle. Where
you like zipping up and it combines it? Gotcha.
That. But you know what? Being on the back, not that bad either. Plus, they're comfortable. But there's so many different variations of hoodie, because obviously you get the pullover hoodie, you get the zip-up hoodie. But they also
crew necks too?
They got crew necks, and they also have just regular sweatshirts, so no hoodie sweatshirts. There's so many options available at tpublic.com. All you gotta do is pick one of our designs, put them on a.
And they always constantly have discount days.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that.
At least 3 days out of the month, there's always like a 35% off special. When it happens, we post it on our Facebook page, so make sure you follow us at JFW Podcast. The actual one, the real one, not the other one. Look for our logo. If you don't know our logo, why are you even listening to the fucking show? Just Freaking Wrestling on Facebook. Follow us, and you'll know when the sales are happening. Because you know what? When you buy merch, it helps us because we get to make money from it. So do that.
So go to TEEPUVLIC.com and search JFW.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we got one more thing to talk about, and then we can dive into Wrestletopia.
What's the other thing?
Fucking high voltage.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta talk about high voltage.
We do?
Because I don't think we had a show. Did we do a show after high voltage?
I think it was before. I think it was the weekend before. I think it was like a couple days before you had it.
Has it been that long?
Like 2 weeks, I think.
Maybe. Guys, if you haven't heard about it or haven't had a chance to check it out yet, no, correction. We did do a show after high voltage.
We did?
We did.
I don't remember.
Because we watched high voltage when it aired.
Yeah,
but we got done recording the show.
Yeah, but it was, but we didn't talk about it
We didn't talk about it because there was an exciting thing that happened on it that I didn't want to share until everyone got a chance to watch it. Guys, if you're not following Southland Championship Wrestling on YouTube, make sure you do that. Southland, one word. Championship, one word. Wrestling, of course it's one word, dummies. Follow it on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to it so you know when they drop their videos, they are available. High voltage is like, for lack of a better explanation, it's AEW dark. It's like an NXT for WWE. It's where that the guys who are being trained in the business of SCW is getting ready to go to SCW. Gets them the ability to get in the ring, get more experience, get to learn more in front of a crowd. It's an absolutely amazing experience. I was part of the first episode because I'm the general manager of fucking High Voltage. It's official. It's real. I wasn't president of fucking SCW. Fine. But now I'm the general manager of High fucking Voltage.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm beyond proud of myself because I earned that. I can't even say deserve it. I fucking earned it. So for years.
So proud of yourself that you couldn't even look at the camera while you were talking?
Well, you know what? They should probably fix that. Maybe that's on them. Maybe they should have 4 fucking cameras. I don't know what to tell you. You know what? They got a good side view of me.
Every single angle.
Every fucking angle. They should have a fucking guy. Maybe I'll work on that. Have a guy fucking work the fucking ring. I don't know. Seems logical to me. But you know what? The point is, I am the guy of High Voltage. I am the general manager of High Voltage. That means I get to make choices for High Voltage. I'm so fucking... I know, right? I have so much fucking power. And I know over the last couple episodes, I've been kind of bitter about how fucking Arnett, whoever the fuck he is taking away all my fucking interviews. The SCW's giving them away. And I'm saying like, well, fuck that guy, you know, the power hour. Psh. But you know what? He could have it. Because now I got something more to fucking work towards. And that's being the general manager of High Voltage. I know, right? Plus...
now I get to listen to you gloat even more.
I know, it's exciting. Well, I'm hoping you become part of it. Because I know, I get it. You know, everyone loves Bobby Blues, you know, ring announcing. And I know he did the first episode ring announcing. But no, maybe we got some room for some Dally at fucking High Voltage.
Yeah, because my voice is great.
I know, right? But hey, no matter what you do, I can't look worse. So, I can only look better in comparison.
You're not wrong.
I know, because I'm great. General manager of fucking High Voltage. I'm super excited for it. We will let you guys know when the shows are being recorded because, like I said, it is for YouTube. So it gives an opportunity for people who aren't there at the time to see it to watch it nonstop, the entire show. And obviously, when you go to SCW on YouTube and you're kind of watching, they're usually just matches. You just, you know, they upload the matches.
A couple backstage segments here.
Yeah. But there's never a full show. This is a full show, you know. So make sure.
Obviously, we can update you guys on our Facebook at JFW and also on Southland.
100%. Yeah. And also, while you're at YouTube and you're subscribing to Southland Championship Wrestling, also subscribe to JFW Podcast.
But if you're just going to subscribe to us, you should be subscribed to them. And the other way around.
Yeah. we come first. I'm still a little bitter that I'm not president, but GM's just as good. And it's even better because Sentinel's not there anymore. So now I have more authority within SCW than
it would be
fucking
hilarious if
Sentinel
Sentinel just showed up.
I would welcome him. I was hoping to get him on today's show because I'm not sure if he knows or not. But I was hoping we get him on today's show so I could tell him in person. But scheduling conflicts, but we will
Newsflash, I don't think he cares.
I bet he does. The way I tell him, I bet he will. I bet he wouldn't care, but the way I explain it, I bet he gets a little angry.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Right? He may even spill his tea on his fucking wife's robe as he sits in front of a Christmas tree I assume has been up all year long. But out of all the jokes I make about Sentinel, I do look forward to actually getting him on the show because I need to know the...
We need to get into his mind.
I need to know the fallout from what happened because I need to know how he finally associated himself with Bulletproof LLC. Like that I need an answer to. So we're going to work on getting him on here. Depending on how his attitude is, maybe I can make a whole show out of it. But as soon as he pisses me off, I'm just going to hang up on him again like I did at the round table last time. So have respect for me. I will give you respect back. Just don't be a jerk, Sentinel. Speaking of interviews and stuff like that, we're still working on the Windy City round table.
I'm excited for that.
I've been excited for it for a year. Yeah.
Yeah, so make it happen.
I'm trying to. I got to figure it out. I'm trying to determine how it's going to be.
You have so many people that could get you to communicate with people to get on there, and you're just not doing it.
But here's the thing. How do you do it? Do you do it just...
How do you do it?
How do you do it? Like, how do you do it? How... That's the name of the show. How do you do it? No.
Make it good,
because the thing is, like, I mean, it's a lot easier to do it recorded at the SCW training facility, get everyone together in one place, record it, and just be done. But at the same time, I think it'd be more fun, more action-based to do it live before an SCW show.
But then it would be kind of on a time crunch. You don't really want to...
You just tell people to come an hour early or some shit. You can do it in an hour.
You talk to all them people in 1 hour?
Yeah. How long do you think this was going to be?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
There's gonna be like
if you're going to have like 4 or 5 guys to talk to, you think that's all going to be done in 1 hour?
Yeah. It's an hour.
I don't think you can get everyone's stories in an hour.
My
opinion. Or maybe you can split it up into different, like,
Well, I get it, like, when everyone's the same age as fucking Hunter Payne, where they gotta tell you back in my day stories and shit like that. I get it. Because they have to drag on the fucking thing. And then they wander off into another fucking thing. But if they stay on point, I could get it done in a fucking hour. Hunter Payne's old. I don't know what to tell you.
But the veterans in the business have gone through so much and worked for so many different people and wrestled so many people.
But the focus is Windy City. That's it.
You don't want to talk about their career? You just want to talk about Windy City?
I will talk about their career when I get them one-on-one to talk about their career. Like when I was talking to, I don't know if you guys know a lot about Indy Wrestling in Illinois from like the 90s to 2000s, 2010s and shit. But if you were a fan of LWF, Elite Pro Wrestling, and you know former wrestler Acid, I've been talking with him to get him on here to talk about his career. I talked to Hunter Payne about getting him on here to talk about his career. Same thing with Ivan Manson. Like, these are things I'm going to do to talk about their careers. But when it comes to a Windy City roundtable, I don't give a fuck what they did in any other company.
Okay, I get you.
All I care is about Windy City Wrestling.
I thought it was going to be just guys from Windy City that originated in Windy City. Like,
it is. But to talk about Windy City.
No, I got you.
That's it. That's all I want. It's about Windy City. No one's going to want to watch a video about Windy City to hear about how Hunter Payne wrestled an indie show out in Iowa one day. Like, no one cares about that. No disrespect to Hunter on that one. I'm just saying that when you watch something about Windy City, it has to be about Windy City.
I get you.
You know?
Okay, I get you. You don't got to
Quit
continue.
hitting the desk.
Well, then shut up. I get it.
You apparently don't get it.
I clearly do now.
But how do you do? So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it.
Are you going to do, like, individual interviews with everyone that was on the panel?
What do you mean?
So, like, when you do the Windy City thing, are you going to individually interview each wrestler eventually? I'm
probably going to ask a question and get their answers. So, something like that.
No, I mean about their careers, not, like, aside from the Windy City thing you want to do.
You're losing me. What the fuck are you talking about?
You just said when you get the individual wrestler in an interview, then you'll talk about their career. So are you going to have the interviews with the same people that were on the Windy City panel?
Well, whoever's available, yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Whoever wants to be interviewed on the show, I will interview them.
You have to go to them, bro.
And when everything is planned out, I will. Just like I went to Acid. Just like I talked to Hunter Payne. I have no problem doing it. It's just planning to get all that stuff done. But when you have, like I just showed you in the first 10 minutes of this episode, 7 different shows that are going on, you got to give their dues because regardless of the history, this shit's happening now. But it all kind of
mostly started with Windy City.
This is happening now.
But
so this stuff needs time too. I gotta sit there and let people know that Northern Lights is having a show. ARW's having a show.
Yes,
DWA's having a show.
Do you want to just
Warrior Wrestling's having a show. Give me time. Well, let me get through my shit. What do you want to say about the Windy City panel? Nothing. So why would you talk? Let me finish. You monster.
You're a monster.
Fuck.
You're mean.
Ugh. Yeah. This is how I talk indies. This is why Steve never talks. There's not a moment. Yes, we're going to have Windy City. We're going to do the panel. We're going to talk about the history of Windy City. Hopefully we get the Sarah on. Obviously, being the owner of Windy City has most stories. I want to get Ivan on it. I want to get Hunter Payne on it. I want to get Austin Roberts on it. I want to get Sean Mulligan on it. There's so many opportunities. See Red. I know so many people have been part of Windy City Wrestling for not only a year, not only a couple matches, but for a chunk of their career. They're just trying to figure out who's available, when we can do it, and how we could do it to make Windy City look the best it possibly can. Make sense? So it's going to happen. We're going to get more interviews on this show too. We're going to sit down with guys, talk about their careers. It's going to happen. You guys just got to be patient with me so I can figure out times and how to get everything done. That's why I'm hoping, now that I'm general manager of High Voltage, maybe, just maybe, I'll get an office at the training center where I can work out of. Who knows, maybe do interviews from there too. If not, I'd kick some people out. We really don't need a ladies' room there. Just do some remodeling. Fuck it. Anything else about independent wrestling before we dive into Wrestletopia? Am I missing anything that you could
do you want me to talk now?
If you got something to say.
No, I'm good.
So you have nothing to say.
Nope.
You want to bastardize me for talking too much and not giving you anything to say, but you got nothing to say?
No, because you just belittled me, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I did that on this episode is different than any other episode? Why? Because this was supposed to be Steve's moment?
I'm not Steve, okay?
Oh, God, you talk as much as he does.
That's a lie.
That's true. You guys don't talk. Yeah, it's about the same.
Bullshit.
At
least I don't freaking talk a bunch of shit and bury people.
Yeah, but that's Steve. Would you expect anything different? Right. Steve has the respect for the wrestlers. He does have a strong opinion, but you know what? It's what gives the opportunity. I mean, listen, if people aren't happy with what Steve is saying, prove him wrong. He knows the line. We've talked about the line. And, you know, the thing is, Steve is very opinionated. In some ways, it comes out really fucking bad. But the ability to prove him wrong is there. And a lot of times, the guys come up and shine. And he kind of is like, you know what? You're right. It does happen. So, yes, he needs to reel it in. But at the same time, I don't want him to not be himself. You know?
I gotcha.
SCW.
Well, then let me be myself, damn it.
Please, would you one time let me be myself? Okay. All right. Well, since you want to talk, you could go through the match card of SCW Wrestletopia.
I never said. You know what? You're an asshole.
I just spoke for 33 minutes. You got the...
Yeah, and then when I opened up my mouth, you shut me down.
You got the last...
Because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
You got the last 27. Go for it.
27 what?
Minutes. We're halfway through. Let's go.
I don't know how to do it. You do it. I go off what you say.
But you want to talk.
Okay, so give me a topic to talk about.
You want to talk.
I'm just the backup.
So let me get this straight. You don't know how to read off a piece of paper.
I know how to read, but you're not going to like the way I say it because I clearly can't.
Let's find out. Go for it. Let's go for it.
No, you start it.
Guys, I mentioned it several times in the show that SCW Wrestletopia is Saturday, September 25th at the Shaban Civic Center. If you're listening to this on the release date of the podcast, that is today. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7.
Believe so.
Something like that. And we have 8 matches on this card, which seems like a pretty heavy card. I think there's usually like 7, 6 maybe, but we have 8.
I think Wrestletopia is like the show, like our WrestleMania, so to say. So I think that usually.
But it's not Wrestletopia. It's like Zootopia, but not but no animals.
Yeah.
Except for this fucking chain match over here that could be animalistic.
True.
Plus Hunter Payne, who kind of looks like hippo.
That's rude.
I don't give a shit.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah, go for it.
No,
I'm waiting.
just saying.
Please speak. What you got?
WrestleTopia.
Yes.
Which used to be Dissension was our match of the year, but now it's WrestleTopia.
But they had Dissension last month.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Whatever.
You worked there and you don't know.
I can't even keep up, okay?
Oh, jeez. I don't know if I need you in high voltage. If you can't keep up with a monthly wrestling show, how can you, like, oh, man.
Things just constantly change in the business, you know this?
I don't think so.
Okay, whatever.
I disagree.
They usually try to have, like, 7 to 8 matches at the biggest show of the year, so whatever.
Good call. Cool. Well, there we go. Let's talk about the matches. Start out
We don't know the order.
Who cares? Just start at number 1, work your way down, and we'll talk about each match. Yeah, maybe we'll even do a little predictions.
Isn't that the point of why we're doing it?
No. Could. Here, you want a pen?
First match announced was a tag team match. The Alliance of Hope being the Sheik and Bane X.
Okay, I'm going to do this. You can't do it.
Fuck you, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Versus VIP and...
Did you say Bane X?
Bane X.
Bane X.
Bane X.
Bane.
Bane.
Okay. I thought you said Bane X. I want to make sure because apparently I say almost wrong and I say Abaddon wrong. I just want to make
Abaddon.
sure. Abaddon.
He said it's Abaddon.
I don't care what Austin says.
Well, you should.
Well, he's not Abaddon anymore, so what does it matter?
Whatever.
I got no fear.
Okay, clearly.
What are you going to do, punch me through the microphone? No. Why do you think I say the shit about Hunter Payne? Now you're going to get me.
Keyboard warrior?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, mostly Audacity warrior. Yeti microphone warrior. I don't keyboard shit. I say it. I speak it.
You do both, don't lie.
Yeah. Ironically, though, now that I'm a general manager of High Voltage, I'll probably see him a lot more often. I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay, Alliance of Hope.
Yes.
The Sheik and Bane X versus VIP and Luscious Lance.
Luscious Lance.
I hate saying that. So weird.
Luscious Lance.
I hate that word.
Luscious.
I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like it at all.
No. Well, as a heel, you're not supposed to like him. So.
True.
I gotta say, though, it's interesting to see that Luscious Lance, who I know is trying to work his way into Bulletproof LLC, is kind of taking... You got a problem there?
Nope.
What are you doing?
No problem. No.
Did I say something wrong?
No.
If I said something wrong, this is your moment to correct me
you didn't say anything
on the
wrong.
recording.
You didn't say anything wrong.
You just don't like the fact that Luscious Lance is trying to get into Bulletproof LLC?
No.
Is it because your buddy, fucking Cage, got kicked out of it and been replaced by Luscious Lance?
He's a joke, okay?
Which one? Cage?
No!
Maybe.
Not Cage.
Cage is the one that fucked up that entire ending at the last month's show. Like, I'm sorry. But who the fuck?
No.
Okay, first off, here, think about this. Ponder this thought for a moment.
If it wasn't for Cage, Terry
hold on
wouldn't
a
be
second.
president.
Whoa.
Terry needed to happen.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
just stop.
Let me, listen to ponder this moment for a second. Okay, if Cage had the opportunity to be president for the entire day, why wait for the last 5 minutes of the show?
Because that was all part of the plan.
Oh, you fucking fools. God. You know what? I don't even know how the fucking pecking order SCW works. I don't know if Terry's my boss or anything.
I'm sure Terry was he was working with Cage the whole time. I guarantee it.
See, this is why you don't talk. You say stupid things.
What?
That doesn't make sense. That Terry and Cage were working together? What? Like while he was in Bulletproof?
Cage has
like
it
while in
Bulletproof?
Like while in Bulletproof or after Bulletproof?
No, after
he got kicked out?
It's been months. It's been a long time.
Oh, he's being kind of petty. Maybe he should kind of just walk away from Bulletproof. He's being a little bit petty. Just saying. He should have not come out.
So you would rather have Sentinel be the president?
You know what? No.
Exactly. So shut up.
I should have been put in that opportunity.
Okay, next time we'll put you in the match.
I should have been able to put together a tag team like everyone else did. Which, by the way, I did call Sentinel's tag team.
Which still didn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
No,
but
that makes sense.
Whatever. I'm not a booker. I don't know anything.
It was a debacle. It was crazy. There was so much going around. And you know what? Awesome. Some of it was pretty awesome. There was a lot of swerves. Sentinels with Bulletproof LLC right now? What? Come on. Okay, I get that. That was kind of
this is why we needed Sentinel on here.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Terry teaming with Gino Latino for his final match. Cool. Awesome fucking opportunity. Just not a big fan of the fact that,
What if Terry surprises you? What if he does the opposite of what you think he's going to do?
I lost all respect for Terry the moment he handed Hunter Payne the SCW title.
Oh my god. We're still on that? We're still on that. Do you know how long ago that was?
Not long enough for me to let go of it.
Clearly.
Ivan could have been SCW champion.
Yeah, maybe.
But no! He chose somebody else. Terry, also Windy City panel. So,
of course.
Anyways, it's weird. Luscious Lance trying to get into Bulletproof LLC. I don't know if that's if VIP I can see being part of Bulletproof.
Yeah.
If they're trying to grow. Because he has that egotistical mentality.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting because obviously they never tagged before. Sheik and Bane X. Bane X just coming back from retirement last month.
Again.
Maybe knocking off a little bit of ring rust. So we'll see how it goes. But I mean, you gotta give it to Alliance of Hope because they have the familiarity with each other.
And I'm sure Natasha will be in their corner too, so that probably plays a favor in the match.
Yeah, especially from Natasha and Lance's match from High Voltage. There's obviously a little bit of grudge there, which I might add, my idea. So go.
Yeah, Lance got what he deserved. I'll tell you that.
100%. So I'm going with Alliance of Hope.
Little rat.
I'm going Alliance of Hope.
Me too. For sure.
Go again.
Next match booked was it Mercer? Miles Mercer?
Miles Mercer.
Versus Rick Raid.
Yeah, not too much information on Miles Mercer.
No, I think he was at the show last month though. I
want to say he was. I'm sure I could look it up on Facebook if I really wanted to, but I don't want to take away from doing this. So I don't know a whole lot about Miles Mercer. I do know Rick Raid. Rick Raid actually fought JPH in the main event of High Voltage. Mm-hmm. New look, new hairstyle, shaved head. So, and
definitely on the growth in SCW.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who's on the rise. And when I know he's been around. Like he was there, left for a little bit, came back. So when he first came back, wasn't too big on the guy. I was just like, okay, he's just kind of another guy who's just coming in to fill a card. But it seems like a mainstay kind of guy.
And he's actually he's fun to watch.
Yeah, so I'm going with Raid on this one. Nothing against Mercer. I don't know too much about him, but I've seen Raid and I see what he's capable of. Like I said, when he faced JPH at High Voltage, he gave the SCW Heavyweight Champion a run for his fucking money. So I mean, that's going to be a kind of rub that you really don't get rid of that quickly, and I think he's going to bring that momentum into SCW.
I'm going to go with Raid 2. And of course. And of course. A non-title tag team match.
Yeah, how's that work?
Yeah, I don't know. Elite Pain, Hunter Payne and Marco Anthony versus Bulletproof LLC, consisting of Bo Anderson and VJ Price.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's gonna be nice to see Bo come back from not being there last month.
He was hiding.
Was he hiding? Was that it?
Yep.
He was. Okay. Okay.
He was scared.
But it's gonna be nice to see Bulletproof LLC get an opportunity. We actually
what opportunity? It's non-title.
Get an opportunity to even face the tag team champions. If they win, they got to get a tag team title shot. Is it funny though? Now that you think about, hold on. Okay, so here we are. Perfect example right now. You talk about Terry surprising me. How is it this is the first time Lee Payne is in a tag team match and it's non-title?
It's not the first time.
When was the last time they tagged together and the titles weren't on the line?
Do you really expect me to remember?
See?
I know it's happened though. I mean, you could think. You know, there's been months when they didn't even have matches. Wouldn't you consider not wrestling?
So thank God Elite Payne's buddy is now president of SCW to where they don't got to put the titles on the line.
I'm sorry. I think it made more sense to put the titles on the line against Bulletproof than it did to put the titles on the line against Sweet and Ramon last month, in my opinion.
But
I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know.
But,
okay,
you know, come on now. I'm not saying that like one that they're fucking that they but hey, come on now, think about it. Lee Payne don't want to defend their titles. Terry's like, you got it, buds.
You think that's what happened? You think that's what went down? Exactly.
I honestly believe that with Terry in power, this is going to become Windy City 2.0. You're going to start seeing people come back like Lunatic, Braun. They're going to start taking spots from wrestlers. I'll call it right now. I could be wrong. Usually not, though.
Shut up.
Anyways, regardless of his title match, non-title match, I think this is going to be a good match just because I do like watching Bulletproof, Bo Anderson mostly wrestle. Not big, right now, I don't want to feel bitter because of the way VJ Price acted towards me as general manager, because I really do want to be impartial as possible as going into a general manager role, because I am the boss of everybody, and I really want to get along with people. But
well, let's not forget that VJ Price got his butt handed to him against Hunter Payne a few months ago.
Oh, wrecked. He got fucking wrecked. But VJ kind of I have a sour taste in my mouth towards him just because of his attitude towards me. And obviously his cheating ways with Lance in his match at High Voltage. So
don't forget, they'll probably have that little thing in their corner.
Keist? Yeah, probably.
Keist and the other guy with the
Lance.
Yeah.
Here's the name. Say his name. It's okay.
Nope.
It's 2021. We gotta be politically correct. Don't say that thing.
I didn't mean to say
that. No, I'm totally fucking with you. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's new. He got his ass handed to him by Amazon.
It was great.
It was fucking phenomenal. But, again, I don't want to sound impartial because they both were kind of rude to me. But, hey, you know what? Whatever. There's got to be repercussions for your actions, and I proved that at High Voltage. So, when it comes to this tag team match, I do hope Elite Pain does hand them a whooping because they fucking deserve it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go over dirty.
It's possible. It's very possible. I mean, like I said, you got Keith on the outside corner.
And you have freaking Hudson and Xavier running around trying to screw over Elite Pain. So.
Yeah, I can see John Hudson interfering in this because I don't know. Because I don't think Xavier is going to be at this show, correct? It's just John Hudson.
I don't know. I mean, he's not booked, but I don't know.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, it could be a bitterness in the fact that, why is, Bulletproof getting the opportunity against Elite Pain when we've been trying to do this for months. So there could be a bitterness, but you know what? If Elite Pain is handed a loss in this, I think it does put Bulletproof in a title opportunity in the near future. Because if you pin the champ, you should get that opportunity. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna go Elite Pain though, just because they're just powerful dudes, and the chances of John Hudson actually interfering could be slim, but. We don't know, but I'm gonna take the chance.
You can't vote against Elite Pain.
You can't. They've proved that time and time again. They won the tournament initially to become the inaugural tag team champions. They beat the family to regain the championship belts. Longest reigning tag team champions. So 2 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
And then next match we have the returning Max Holiday, as we talked about earlier.
You mean the former 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, longest reigning SCW champion, Max Holiday?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Former birthday boy. Belated birthday boy. Max Holiday. 3-time SCW heavyweight champion. Longest reigning SCW champion.
Okay. Are you done now?
How do you do it? No, who's he taking on?
Sean Mulligan.
Sean Mulligan. We talked about this. We speculate that they have faced each other in the past, but we really don't know. If they haven't...
It's been a while if they have.
Yeah. If they haven't, I think this is going to be incredible. You know what? They did face each other. I remember that.
Was it a title match when Max was champion?
I don't know. I want to say yes because I remember a point in the match where Sean Mulligan was drinking his Jameson when Max Holiday was drinking his Jack Daniels. I do remember that happening.
I'm sure it was a title match.
I think it was.
I'm sure it was.
I mean, he was the longest reigning SCW Heavyweight Championship. He faced so many people, retains against so many people that obviously Sean Mulligan was one of them. So yes, I think they have faced each other. Max Holiday did win in the past. Him coming back, his return, I think is going to be huge. A lot of momentum. I know I use that word momentum a lot. I'm probably going to make a t-shirt of it now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm going to pick Holiday for this win.
I'm going to have to go with Mulligan.
Yeah. I do gotta say though, I do like seeing Mulligan come like being back pretty much full time at SCW.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. I know he was gone for a brief period. But you know what? He's definitely a fan favorite. He does put on a show every time he's in the ring. Both, in the ring as a competitor, but also on the microphone.
Yes. No matter who he works, you gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
Great worker.
100%.
Great guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna skip over these.
That's fine. Yeah.
We got John Hudson facing Christopher St. Michael.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said,
Aaron Xavier's not on the card, so don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm speculating that maybe Xavier's not there. I'm not saying that's a Terry thing to maybe keep them apart. Whatever. Not saying it. Seems like it. But John Hudson, we've seen in senior competition so much. I mean, obviously, the tag team thing is new to him as far as Evil Gains and Evil. Now, I've mentioned in the past, I actually mentioned on the interview I had with Evil Gains and Evil on the show, he was former ARW Tag Team Champions with Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
I think Malibu's Most Wanted. I think that was their tag team name. So I've seen him tagged with somebody. I've seen him have singles matches. Obviously, we saw the 2 out of 3 fall thing with James Creed. Dude could hold his own. He could fucking go as a singles competitor. Christopher St. Michael's, I've seen him a few times. Great wrestler.
Since his return to SCW, he's been on the rise as well.
100%.
He's had a bunch of great competitors.
100%. But I think Mr. 3% over here is going to kind of knock him down a peg. I'm going to go with John Hudson on this one.
I'm going to go with Hudson, but I'm going to go with going over Dirty.
You think so?
Maybe it's Hudson.
It's possible.
It's freaking Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Win's a win, though.
Yeah, to you.
To everybody. When,
but I think it's going to be a great match, nonetheless.
When Luscious Lance interfered in VJ Price's match at High Voltage, I didn't take the win away. I didn't go John Hurt style and restart the match. No.
Sometimes
referee's decision's final. I
think sometimes it's reasonable though.
I firmly believe in my heart referee's decision is final no matter what. You get
even if there's camera evidence.
I don't care. Don't know. Referee's decision is final. I don't give a fuck about camera evidence. What do I care? If the referee didn't see it, he makes a count. That's in the record books. You can't expunge it. You can't get rid of it. That's the way it is. And that's the way wrestling should be. That's why I'm happy that John Hurt isn't around. He's not part of this because he kept doing that to the point where it just got so fucking annoying. It's like, what's the point of having a referee out there? Just keep going until one person can't get up. Whatever. Turn everything into a last man standing match. No. There needs to be a definitive winner and loser, and that's determined by the referee. That's why the referee is in the ring. You see someone interfere, call disqualification, match over. If you don't see it and you make the pin, match is over.
I beg to differ. I think your opinion on that's going to change when you start watching more matches. As the GM of High Voltage, you're going to witness stuff that the referee didn't see, and you're going to want to do something about it.
And I did. When Lance interfered, I put him in a match against the Amazon. There was a punishment that was laid out. VJ Price banned from ringside, so it could be a new fair fight. Now, I'm not going to sit there and tell them that they can no longer go out with them because Lance has the right to be out at the side, ringside with his partner if he feels free to do so, as long as he just follows the rules. So, yes, am I going to be happy if somebody cheats? No, absolutely not. But you know what? I'm going to correct that situation when it comes to.
Okay.
And we got it. Whether it be an impromptu match against somebody else, or maybe a minor little punishment. I'm not saying it was, but maybe it was. Maybe I don't know. I haven't decided yet. No. I really gotta push the boundaries on how much fucking power I have until someone's like, well, you need to back off. But you don't know until you try. Yeah. Have we agreed on everything?
No. Not completely.
Oh, the Mulligan Holiday match. So everything but one?
So far.
Yeah.
And then we got the... I hate saying this. Cause
yeah, I said it, though. You're the one doing it. Shh.
Shabans chain match.
Shabans.
Shabancy.
The Shabans.
Chimpanzee.
The Shabans.
Shabans chain match.
Chapants.
Sky Spade versus Evan Manson.
Just shit your chapants.
Oh my god. They return. Well, Ivan's were coming back after that brutal beatdown.
That was, 2 months ago, right?
2 months ago? Yeah. 3 months ago? Something like that. Yeah.
You know,
it's going to be brutal.
A lot of credit to Ivan because the amazing thing is dude still had enough fucking, like, energy and focus and shit to come back and win at ARW. Who did he end up facing?
At ARW?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, somebody didn't show up. That's right. So he got
so it was like default win?
Yeah, so he got passed. So I guess never really mind. But you know what? He was ready to go, I'm assuming. I saw the promo of him in the wheelchair. I saw Charlie Jr. there with Lumberjack. Dude, I know is ready to go. Fucking Ivan with Mad Dog. Fucking, big bad brother from another mother.
He's going to be there. He's pissed off.
Yep.
And he wants revenge, I would say.
100%. I'm going to take Ivan in it.
I'm taking Ivan. Of course, can't go.
The only problem they're going to have is Tiny outside the ring. That's going to be the only factor. Because obviously we're going to talk about Jake Andrews and Creed here in a minute. I don't know if Jake Andrews could sit there and jeopardize, because obviously we don't know the scheduling of the matches. But if the chain match, the Shabance chain match, is on before the Genesis title, I don't think Andrews jeopardizes his title opportunity to sit there and go out in a potential battle with Tiny or something like that. So,
or you never know. There's 3 major matches. I don't know what would be last, honestly.
I would say the chain match has to be the main event, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, SCW Heavyweight title is like one of those, like, well, obviously you gotta make it main event. But I'm gonna go Ivan and just hope that he brings enough of the family to kind of back him up.
Me too. After Scott put him out, I think it would only make sense to have Ivan beat the living crap out of him.
100%. I totally agree with you 100%. Plus, it's been a while since I've seen a chain match, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I think the last one I saw in person was it was a tag team dog collar match at Elite Pro Wrestling with Team War taking on the Tomaselli brothers. And that was fucking unique. Like, the fact that, like, they would... Like, because you just have one person strapped to another person, but, like, in between matches, the referee could take the dog collar off one person and put it on the other. Well, no, it was like a tornado tag.
Tornado, okay.
It was a false count anyway. It was funny.
It sounds like a clusterfuck to me.
I have the recording on DVD downstairs because I was the one that videotaped it.
Oh, so you're a cameraman turned GM?
Yeah. I was a wrestler in training turned what the hell you call it? What the hell you call people that set up the ring and shit? What that's called? I don't know how to rodeo or whatever, but I trained in wrestling. I set up the ring. I set up the chairs. I never helped with concessions. People didn't want me around food for some reason. I don't get it.
I wonder why.
I know, right? Tummies. I did the camera. And, now I'm GM. Also a host of the greatest wrestling podcast in wrestling history. But yeah, no. I will show you the match. It's an incredible fucking match. Plus, you see me with my long hair, beanie cap, fucking taking amazing camera footage. I'm getting like a documentary of fucking like lion pride. Just getting like right fucking in there. Like Steve Irwin, but without the murder of the Stingray. So, yeah.
I don't think that's a comparison, but okay.
It's totally a fucking comparison. I was in there. I was like a fucking safari guy. It was amazing. But I won't do it again. So, SCW, if you hear how great I am, I'm not doing it again. I'm not your camera guy. I'm the general manager of High Voltage, which you can catch on YouTube by checking out Southland Championship Wrestling. Ivan. I pick Ivan. You pick Ivan?
Yeah, I already said that.
I don't remember.
I already said that.
I don't remember.
Okay, you clearly don't listen to me.
No.
Why would you? I'm only sitting next to you.
I know, it's crazy. Women.
At least I showed up.
I'm impressed. Early, too.
Yeah.
Dizzle J never did that. Steve didn't do that today. All right. 2 more matches. What we got?
Genesis title match. Jake Andrews, the champion, versus James Creed.
Cool. Let me ask a controversial question. What did James Creed do to deserve this match?
I don't know!
Right? But he got it. Yes, he's on a winning streak. Awesome. Good for him.
So is Elite Pain.
So is Elite Pain.
Ow.
My pride. You can't take anything away from Creed's in-ring ability. Yes, he had a great match against John Hudson. Maybe that pushed him into an opportunity. I don't think it comes to, though, like, you can look at it both ways. You can either look at it as, like I'm assuming a lot of his fans are, he busted his ass to get him to this opportunity. Or you can look at it the way I look at it, and Andrews is running out of people to wrestle.
I mean, he is.
He's beating
everybody.
People. Yeah, and you keep bringing people in and everything, but you know what? When you sit there and look at it, and I'm not saying it's Terry, but when you sit there and look at it, it's like, hey, you know what? We have this homegrown talent in James Creed. He's pretty well known. I better be a good spot for him to go for the Genesis title. Hey, let's fucking do it. I can see that being. It's like, hey, listen.
You know, James is going in this with a lot of confidence, and I feel like he's kind of underestimating Jake.
100%. I say that every time Creed steps into the ring now, like, he has definitely blown himself up.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be confident, but I'm just saying...
you have to have confidence in wrestling.
Exactly.
100%.
But, like,
yeah.
Jake,
yeah.
he's not called the babyface killer for nothing.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like, when it comes to Creed, like, you know, he backs up the shit he does, you know? He got into the business. He did his training. He injured his leg, came back from it, and just nonstop. Winning the tag team titles fucking with Blaylock. Blaylock moved on. He became a single competitor. Like I said, he's in the final four of an ARW heavyweight title bracket. So the dude has, you know, momentum behind him and everything, but eventually everything comes to a stop. And I want to say that fucking Andrews is that brick wall that he's driving straight at. So I'm going with Andrews for the win here. If Creed wins, hey, congratulations, that's awesome. But I think he just has way too much confidence. I think he's going to.
I hope Jake breaks his baby face.
I'm going with Andrews to win this one.
Me too. I'm going with Jake. Nonetheless, I think it's going to be a great match, though, for sure.
It's
two of the. I mean, we've never seen them in the ring together.
I think this match is going to be the most fast-paced match.
For sure.
My favorite match is going to be the Shaban's Chain match. I know we got one more match to talk about, whatever. Chain match is going to be my favorite one. I think the Jake Andrews Creed one is going to be the more action-packed one. I think Hudson Michaels will be decent, too. But
and then we got the S3.E48 Heavyweight Championship match, JPH versus Ruthless Ramon. See, I was talking to you about this earlier. Yeah. I'm still a little confused on how... Fuck you. Stop. Ruthless Ramon was in a tag title match with Scott Spade against Elite Pain last month, and now he's competing for the heavyweight title. See, I'm trying to get into the mind of some people here, and if I know anything about what's going on, I don't know. I think that somehow, like we said, we don't know the order of the matches.
Yeah.
I think somehow, since Scott was with Ramon last month, Ivan... Like, I think somehow these matches are going to be all, like, I think people are going to be involved. These three matches are somehow connected. I don't know. That's what I think.
Okay. That's a good theory. It's possible. I mean, there's people who, you got Andrews, you got Ivan, you got JPH, you got Creed, you got Ramon, you got Scott. Makes total sense.
Are you bullshitting me, or you understand what I'm saying?
I understand 100% what you're saying, but I don't agree with it.
Okay.
But I get where you're coming from. It's a good theory. Like I said, like when you look at it from like an outside perspective of the fan,
Scott 100%. Was with Ramon last month.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It comes down to
and that could lead to Ivan getting a match with JPH.
Yeah. It comes down to the big question: why, out of everybody on this match card, it's Ramon?
Exactly. That's why I think somehow it's a conspiracy theory.
Does he know Terry? Does Ramon know fucking Terry? But I mean, that's the thing, man.
I think JPH is obviously going to retain.
I mean, like, okay, so when you look at it, like you can't give it to Mulligan because he just faced Mulligan last month, right? Was that last month or 2 months ago?
That was last month.
Last month. Holiday, I think, deserved a title rematch, but hey, whatever.
He kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, he just kind of came back. Ivan doesn't need the championship match. He has his grudge match with Scott Spade. I'd get in the same reason for Scott Spade not to be in it. Jake Andrews and Creed had the Genesis titles because Creed challenged. Creed didn't get to face JPH. Andrews, I can see Andrews facing JPH in the next couple months if he loses the title tomorrow. Obviously, everyone in this...
I wouldn't be upset with that.
Yeah. Everything in this tag team match up here, none of these guys are, like, really...
So you see the family breaking up soon?
I think the family's not going to last after Ivan retires.
Well,
but talking about as far as this,
yeah,
no, I don't think they're going to break up if Andrew ends up being SCW heavyweight champion. Fuck, Andrew's going to end up SCW champion down the line.
But we've talked about this multiple times.
Yeah.
Of Ivan possibly.
Did we do that? Did we do those predictions for the end of the year? He's
Yeah.
going to be SCW champion.
Yeah, like I said, I would like to see Ivan have a run. I would love to see Ivan have a run before his time's over in wrestling. But obviously his retirement's his choice. So.
Can you imagine the power play fucking the family could have if Ivan ends up winning the ARW championship and Andrews ends up being SCW heavyweight championship? That fucking power stroke right there, holy shit. I'm giving it to JPH. Like I said, Ruthless Ramon just seems like a why the fuck is it happening?
But like, yeah, like just with Scott Speed and Ramon being in cahoots, and then I just think something's gonna lead to Ivan and JPH. I don't know. But I think it's all connected.
Maybe. And I don't want to take anything away from what Ruthless Ramon does in the ring. It's just from a fan perspective, why him out of everyone else?
It just doesn't make sense.
So, maybe he's a great competitor. Maybe he's been around the business for a while. Maybe he has a way to fucking get the best out of JPH. And maybe that's so. But like I said, I'm still learning everything about independent wrestling from before I started watching it, getting back into it. So I don't know his history. But like I said, it's just so fucking random how you got, 8, 16, 20, you got 20 fucking people on this card. 19 without JPH, and not one of these guys is more logical to face JPH than Ruthless Ramon. Shit, fucking John Hudson could have faced JPH.
True.
But
would have been a good match too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with JPH.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your match of the night? Chain match? The Shabance chain match?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think there's multiple matches that could be worthy of being a match of the
100%.
night. I see Max and Sean putting on a great match.
Mm-hmm.
I see Hudson and St. Michael putting on a great match.
Try this. Try order.
I think the Shabance chain match is definitely going to be the most hard hitting for sure.
Take a guess at the order.
The order?
Yeah.
Take a guess at the order.
Take a guess.
Get in the mind of people. Okay.
Yeah. Number one has to be number one.
Oh yeah. Tag team match with VIP and Lance versus Alliance of Hope. That's definitely number one. I would say.
Yeah.
I assume.
I think number 2 is number 2. Miles Mercer, Rick Raid. And then I would go Hudson Michaels as 3.
I could agree with that. And then after Hudson and St. Michael, I would go with Mulligan and Holiday.
Yeah. That'd be what? That'd be intermission then, right?
Yeah.
Come
and
back.
then I would go with the
non-title tag
match. I don't know. It's hard. Those last 3 matches.
The final 3, yeah.
Yes.
If I had to do it, I would. It would be the Genesis title match, the SCW heavyweight title match, and then I think the chain match is gonna be a main event.
Because we don't know what's gonna go on in that match. It could get a little bit nastier than just a chain match.
100%. I think the chain match is gonna be the main event. I think they're gonna want to end it off.
It's gonna have to be the chain match or the heavyweight title for the main event.
The only reason I say the heavyweight title isn't the main event is because there's no feud. It's literally just JPH taking on Ruthless. If it was JPH versus Holiday, yeah, maybe main event.
I could see Genesis heavyweight chain match. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be. So, all in all, I think it's gonna be a great match. And I still haven't decided if I may commentate this. I don't know yet.
You should do it.
I would love to sit there with
Mr. Steve
Arnett. Talk about.
Maybe you could actually talk to him about how to pronounce his name, so you don't have to say it 3 times.
Nah, it's funnier this way.
No, it's not. It's annoying.
I don't give a fuck. Like, that's the most annoying thing I've done.
If I was him and you mispronounced my name 3 times in a row, I'd kind of be mad and annoyed.
Hey, you know what? I pump out this fucking podcast.
That's like you say Abaddon.
Because it's Abaddon.
It's Abaddon.
Yeah, whatever. Says you.
No, it says Abaddon.
Yeah, Abaddon's crazy. I've said his name wrong on 4 episodes. He could feel free to get a hold of me and let me know. I
think you and Steve would be a great commentating team. I'm just saying.
Superfan Steve, 100% agree.
No, not Steve Doris. No.
The Power Hour guy?
Yeah.
Your friend?
I'm friends with everybody because I'm a likable person, okay?
You done with this?
Yes. Take it.
Guys, make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just by searching Just Freaking Wrestling or JFW Podcast, where you can find our shows when we do drop them. More or less, it's the best of our abilities is weekly. We're actually coming close to the season finale. I actually think our next episode, our next episode is going to be 49. This is 48. So we're going to be doing the season finale next week. So
cool.
Yeah. Don't know what we're doing. It's probably going to be pushed off to the following week so we can do it on a weekend that I'm off. Well, we'll figure it out. But we're coming up to
none of us will probably be me that's here.
Yeah, probably.
Sucks for you.
That'll be okay. I'm doing it myself. I'm gonna fuck.
Last show you said you didn't like doing it by yourself because no one wants to listen to you talk.
I just want to make you feel special. People love me talking.
Okay, whatever.
You can follow. You can find our podcast on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean. All you gotta do is search Just Freaking Wrestling JFW Podcast. Once in a while, we do video record these podcasts, and those are released on our YouTube page. All you gotta do is search Just Freaking Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, as well as following Southland Championship Wrestling so you can check out High Voltage when those are released. So you can see the general manager, Travesty, at his very best. At least, as best as I can be. I'm not gonna kid. Daly, that's all I got for this episode.
Alright, well, time to ring the bell on this episode then.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis.
And I'm Dally.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.